I would like to present to you our Western Regional Representative of the Nation of Islam and helper to the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, Student Minister, Brother Minister Abdul, Malik, Sayyid.
Thank you. Thank you, sister. Thank you. Yeah, okay. Assalamu alaikum. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, I bear witness that there is no God but Allah. To that one who is the creator of all things, and to him who is the great sender of all the prophets who've come in a mighty line of divine. What a blessed people. Whoa. That all of us should show our thanks and our gratitude to that one who created the heavens and the earth. That's right. To him who created all living things. We have to show gratitude. Yes, right. No matter what religion we find ourselves in, don't matter. The three great monotheistic religions all believe that there is but one God. The confusion only comes in when an enemy steps in between us and start trying to define us to each other. There's no greater knowledge than the knowledge you get directly from the source and the experiences that you will encounter. So let us today thank God for Abraham. Every Christian believed that Abraham is the father of their faith. Every Jew claims Abraham is the father and the foundation of their faith. And every Muslim believes that Abraham is the founder of their faith. Do you know that all the prophets that's mentioned in the Bible and the Quran all came up in the Arabian Peninsula? Not one prophet came up out of Europe. All of them came out of that area where we originated from. And many of them have been put in the color of the big oppressors. So thank you, Allah, for Abraham. We need a man like Abraham today. Because when I look at the black, the brown, and people of color, we have started back worshiping idols. That's right. We're worshiping our entertainers, and they are giving us guidance. Ain't that something? Cardi B said. Jay-Z said. They're not Allah, they're not God. Graven images, many of us are joining on to the blue or the red or this kind of symbol or that kind of symbol, just like the people was doing during the time of Abraham. We thank God for Moses. Boy, do we need a leader like Moses. Moses put it to Pharaoh. And Moses was told to go do something so difficult because the people who were in bondage under Pharaoh became happy with their condition. So when Moses had to go to Pharaoh and tell him, God said, let my people go. He didn't want integration. See? So if God's ways change not, I wonder if God want the black, the brown, and the red Indians to be integrated with the American white man. Some of you looked at me a little confused. Show me in your Bible or Quran where God ever integrated the oppressed with his oppressor. He took them and got them away from the oppressor. But the problem with the black, the brown, and the red man, you done fell in love with your condition. Take me out the hood, away from my Lolo. Nigga, where we going? Get me out of my tent? Where you taking me? Somebody needs to go to Biden and say, God said, let my people go. Give us a good send off like you did the Jews. Come on. Give us the money that you're giving to Ukraine. What could we do with that? Thank you, God, for Moses. Thank you for Jesus. We need a leader like Jesus who pulled the cover off the Jewish oppressors. The Jesus of my Bible got in trouble with the Jews. What about your preacher? Who are you in trouble with? Jesus put it on them because they was phony, faking like they was with God, and he pulled the covers off of them and they turned on him. Jesus came to tell them that God's kingdom is not of this world, that another kingdom was going to take the place of the Roman authority, and the Caesar and the pilots of his day became nervous that Jesus is bringing in a new government that will end theirs. We thank God for Muhammad. This world fears Islam for all the wrong reasons. Because this world is a world that do not believe in submitting his or her will to do the will of God. Look at it. This is a world that submits its will to the devil. Because this world's life, the Holy Quran say, is but sport and play. And evil has been made fair seeming. In fact, to be a natural man is a problem in this world. To be a natural woman who know God wasn't confused when he gave you what he gave you. There needs to be a movement fighting for heterosexual rights. Some of y'all are not clapping. That tells me. But look, no condemnation. Oh, man, miss me with that. I mean, if you go that way, that's you. It just ain't for me. And I don't want you imposing that on me. You can't make me like that. Huh? Y'all with me? Okay, good. This is a good group then. This is a good group. Muhammad brought total submission to the will of God. And Muhammad of the Holy Quran also was told to fight oppression. No matter where he found it, free the slaves. That's every religion. Oh, but oh, black man of America, brown man of America, red man and yellow man, I want to bring you some good news today. You and I are in the same wretched and raggedy condition of the people of the Bible and the Quran, who was under oppression so deeply that the abuse don't even seem like abuse no more.
That's right. Hey.
How many of you have ever known a female in a relationship with a no good dude? Raise your hand. What was the hardest part to get her to see? I had a sister. Some of the brothers didn't want to answer that because they're like, damn, I think I might be the no good dude. It ain't your fault, brother. It ain't your fault. It ain't your. All of us got a little crazy side. Because if you're born in America, you're slightly retarded. When it comes to the knowledge of self. Because we're in America being other than who we really are. You got the wrong name. I had a sister that had a no good boyfriend. And he beat her. And she called her brothers. And when we went to deal with him with baseball bats, guess who was his defense attorney? She was. And we said, well, don't call us no more then. He all right. He didn't mean to do it. I still got one eye. Ain't that something? That's a mental disease. That the man that's been beating your behind, you won't walk away from him. And remember when you first was dating, I don't let no man hit me. Where did that go? When did you drop that? See? 400 years of the worst treatment mentally, physically, and spiritually of any people, and the black community is the biggest defense attorney of white people. When we try to bring the white man up to you, you throw niggas in.
That's right.
Yeah, but what about black people? My biggest enemy is them niggas. Well, when did they become your enemy?
Good question.
Who made them your enemies?
Come on now. Good question.
We're going to deal with that today. See? Suffering and defending, but I want to bring you some good news if you're up for it.
Come on.
The good news is that the Nation of Islam is the Noah of your time.
Come on. Yes, sir. Come on.
And we are building a cruddy looking ship. It don't look that good. The Holy Quran said Noah had to build a ship with planks and nails. And the people was like, I ain't going into that building.
Go ahead.
Look at our buildings.
Come on.
Huh? Look, I'd rather get truth standing next to a garbage can than to be lied to in these beautiful cathedrals called churches. Give me the truth. I don't want to hear no fallacies. I don't want to hear no rituals, no made up stuff about rabbits and Santa Claus.
That's right. Go ahead.
Y'all all right? We are the Noah as a group of your time. Come in the ark.
Come on.
And what did Noah had to go get? He had to go get animals. Well, what have we become?
Come on.
Animals. The hood is animal.
Come on.
Nigga, I'm an animal. Cuz. Blood, I'm an animal.
Come on now.
Huh? What up, dog?
Right. That part.
come in the ark, dog. We need 2 of y'all. Come on in. Huh? Makes sense, right?
Yes, sir.
Do you know a promise was made that God told Abraham he's coming at the end of this world?
Come on, man.
What you coming for, God? Because my people is in bondage
Come on.
in a strange land amongst some strange people, and they've been in that condition for 400 years. He said, after that time, I'm coming.
That's right. That's right. Go ahead. God. Come on.
See, he can't send nobody because the snake in Genesis ate up so many people. By the time that snake got to Revelation, it was a dragon.
Go ahead. That's right.
Got fat off of eating everybody.
Come on. Hey.
And a prophet cannot handle the dragon. God's got to come. And that's where the white man done messed your mind up at. Because he done made God nothing to you.
Right.
You can't even see him, but yet you call him he.
Come on now. That part.
If he don't exist, he's a it.
Right.
Common sense.
I'm going to try. I thank Allah.
Come on.
A man came, brothers and sisters.
Come on.
God has done for us what he did for every people who was oppressed. He raised one from among that people,
Come on now.
out of the pain of that people. Because anybody coming from anywhere else talking about being our leader and you ain't suffered nothing.
Come on, Jesus. Go ahead.
You can't even relate to my suffering because you didn't grow up in America catching the hell I caught. Huh? Right? You can't even get nigger credit. Where you from? I came over here from Poland to save you. Nigga, please, Poland? What you been through? Nothing. Where you coming from? I came here from China to save you. And what you been through? Nothing. Nigga, please. See, when God plucked one right up out of your midst that you thought was nothing and polish him or her and shine him up and put wisdom in them and you see their life change, that lets you know yours can too. Huh? So in the Bible, God said, my ways change not, but the white man got you looking for something coming through the clouds in his color. There y'all go again. Soon as we try to even tell you Jesus is a black man, you still don't want to throw away the cracker. You just bring in some nigger wisdom. When we tell you he wasn't white, and here's what you say, well, what does it matter? It mattered to somebody because they made him a cracker. You know what's really wrong with us? We hate ourselves worse than the white man. Because we say, man, he ain't coming out of no nigga.
Come on.
Nigga ain't no nigga. Niggas ain't nothing, nigga. That's what you really saying. Nigga, I'm waiting on some white nigga. Even when I finish my lecture today, you're going to go check with your white master to see if I was telling the truth. And then he going to check you. Where you been today? I thank Allah. Brother and sister, God is a man. He showed up, made himself known. His name is Master Father Muhammad. He came from the east and he found in Detroit, Michigan, a Georgia-born black man. Taught him face to face, as the Bible said. For 3 and almost 1/2 years. He taught Elijah Muhammad the science of everything. Now, here's a man with a 4th grade education that when that man got through with him in 3.5 years, no scholar could touch a man who only went to the 3rd grade. Nobody. In fact, none of you can defeat us in debate today. The only thing you can say is, I don't believe it. You can't say I'm lying, though. I ain't asked you whether you believe me. I'm asking you, am I lying? There's plenty of people that tell me the truth. I just don't want to believe it. Sometimes my wife tells me the truth of myself. I don't even want to believe it. You're junky. You just won't pick up nothing. You ain't clean. So I see I ain't the only one. Oh, man, thank y'all, brothers. I got... This is Ramadan, man. We might well tell the truth, huh? When you hear something that God came to get us, you should be happy. Because in the Bible, any people that was oppressed, he sent them a hero. You mean we got a hero that showed up? We get a Superman? No, you get the supreme being. He came himself in sinful flesh. God can occupy whatever he wants. Since you say he God, he can do whatever he wants. So you tell me he can't show up in a body? The body ain't God. It's like a light bulb. It's a conductor through which I get to talk to human beings. But what's in it can neither be created nor destroyed. Thank you, Master Father Muhammad. You raised a Georgia-born black man who fulfilled that part of Scripture. When the Jews saw him, they said, how is this man learned and we didn't give him a letter? Because God wanted you to know you didn't teach this one. In fact, he didn't get past 3rd grade, so you can't claim him. You can claim Jesse Jackson. He came out of your theology cemetery. You can claim Al Sharpton and T.D. Fake Jakes. And Creflo need dollars. Them yours. You made them. This is why when we was coming out of slavery, the white man would pluck some of us who he fathered children by black women, but taught them light-skinned children the Bible and put them over us. And he would come in every now and then to make sure that they was teaching all the slave chapters of the Bible. And if they went outside of the curriculum that he wanted them to give the slave and made the slave feel comfortable being a slave by giving you slave scriptures. And if the master, if he show up and take your coat, nigga, give him your hat. And if the master, because you don't only exercise that with white folk. And if the master come, nigga, and bust you on your cheek, nigga, turn and give him the other side. Yes, he did, and yeah, that's what they taught you. Right? Whatever the master wants, even if he wants your wife. Don't you put up no fight when he come to the hut and ask for your wife. Share. You've been swinging since slavery. Ooh, it got quiet up in this joint. I'm sorry. No, when the white man wanted to enter your house, the male had to sit on the porch and listen to his wife be had by the slave master. This is why in the hood, we don't fight for Shaniqua when white folks come in there to get her. I can't stand seeing a sister in a car with a white man. I follow that car for a couple of hours. I be road raging. Hey, sister, why you in that car? This my man. No, that ain't your man. Don't do that, brother. Don't go out there. You on parole, don't you go out there and do that. We gonna have fun today, I believe. Let me get through this salutation. I just have to thank Allah. An ex-nigga like me in the nation. Everything that I was, and now Islam have dignified me through a man. That Elijah Muhammad was so wise with wisdom, he was pregnant with ideas. And from the feminine part of his mind, he produced a son. So that we can say, for unto us a child was born. I can sing that song. For us a son was given, and he would rule with my teachings like a rod of iron. You can't bend Farrakhan. You can't break Farrakhan. Farrakhan tell the white man like it is. He don't care whether he like it or don't like it. He don't care if you like it. He's on this cracker like white on rice. Man. He don't let them go. He tell them to their face, you the devil. And he showed them who they are in the book. So they have to kill him to stop it. But it's too late. Because Farrakhan is not a singular man. He done put his spirit in so many that they're going to have to consider killing all us. See, look, they think that Louis Farrakhan is only the bow tie wearing, headpiece wearing sisters. Oh no, it's some crazy niggas in the street follow Farrakhan. There's some niggas in tent follow Farrakhan. It's niggas pushing buggies. You think they crazy until you touch Farrakhan. Jesus said it like this: there are many who follow me that is not of this fold. So in their names, I greet all of you today in the greeting words of peace in our language. I said our language, the original triple black, original man. Arabic is our language. Yes, the light-skinned Arabs are using it, but they know that that area used to be triple black. We left a lot of signs. One of them is the Sphinx. Every time they look at it, they say, damn, there go our daddy. A lion sitting majestically in the desert with the head of a black man on it, letting them know we are the father of this. Assalamu alaikum. Ramadan Mubarak. Man, that took a lot of energy. I'm hungry. What a great month of Ramadan. Yes, sir. 30 days of fasting and praying that God bless me to defeat my biggest enemy is myself. What? Ain't no white man outside of my head that's more powerful than my devils that I fight with every day. It ain't a homie in the hood that's a bigger enemy than my enemies in my head when my enemy pop up to try to get my tongue to tell a lie. Or when the enemy pop up in my head to try to get me to misperceive people, and then I try to act like I can read people. Oh, Allah done gave me, I got clairvoyance. I see niggas real good. I already know that person crazy. You might have that gift. But is it sharper than Allah's? Boy, I got quiet up in this piece. I done stopped trying to guess. I look at you, I see you, but I can't say I know you. What am I judging you from?
Good question.
A lot of time I'm judging you from my past bad experience that you done re-stimulated.
Come on now.
Don't mean you're the person, you just subconsciously reminded me of the dude that beat my behind on the playground. He had on the same color shirt. So I ain't never trusted no nigga in red. Another brother in blue said, me too, cuz. No, you should have not trusted the dude that beat you into the gang you're a part of. That's the one that beat you behind. Oh, it got quiet. So somebody pistol whooped me and now I became a part of the gang? I should have a problem with the nigga that busted me upside the head. And do you know that once they do that, you start acting like the person that DP'd you in? You become the little oak. And you start acting just like him, walking like him, dancing like him. You are in his valence. So if I'm killing another brother and raping sisters, what valence am I in? The KKK? Because that's a learned behavior. Who taught me to kill niggas? White folks. That's why the Grand Wizard of the Klans wrote the gang members of Los Angeles a thank you letter. Go Google it. Thank you, niggas. My niggas. Y'all niggas is my niggas, boy. You ever seen the movie Tales in the Hood?
Yes, sir.
Black Spade. Said, y'all do a much better job than I ever could have done. How many brothers have been killed by brothers in Los Angeles in the last 40 years?
Good question. Come on.
Over 40,000. Look at all that potential that's in Inglewood Cemetery.
Come on.
Who did that?
Good question.
See, that's the devil I'm fighting.
Yes, sir.
The devil of self.
Come on.
See? So, I'm going to get off you.
Good. Stay home. Come on.
Ramadan is a month where you can't be self-righteous.
Come on.
Because if you can deny and defeat the enemy of self to where I want to master my flesh, I want to gain mastery over my body.
Yes, sir. Come on.
I want to be able to tell my eyes and my ears and my nose and my tongue what to do.
Come on.
Even when I'm emotional and I want to blurt out, I want to be able to say, shut up.
Go ahead.
When my appetite is out of control, I need to know that I can control my lower desire. I see a handsome man or a beautiful woman. I want to do the supernatural thing. I ain't no.
Come on. Come on. That's come on now.
I heard a laugh out there that know what I'm talking about.
Come on.
Because really, brothers and sisters, our appetite got control over most of us.
Right.
Stomach God ain't no joke. The stomach God? Shit. You start announcing, I'm going to go on a fast. Just start me like, what that nigga just say? In the intestine, say, oh, that nigga just showing out. You know he talk like that when he get around Muslims. As soon as he leave that meeting, nigga, I'm going to get that nigga a tater chip Jones. The other part of the intestine, nah, I'm going to get you chili fries. Another part of the intestine, no, that nigga going to Chick-fil-A today. I just want to know that I ain't the only one that struggle like that. Am I not? All right. You ever realize that when you're going on the fast and you don't want to eat, you start paying attention and look like you see all your favorite restaurants. Every commercial seems to be a food commercial. Huh? No, that's real. Because appetites have a mind. And it talks back. Do you have a tongue that has ever lied? Okay, I'm going to ask this question. I'm going to raise my hand before I even. Have you ever told a lie and got away with it? Who in here told lies and got away with it? Those who didn't raise their hand, go on and get the hell. You can go to heaven. You don't need to be with us. Raise your hand if you got away with it. No, you didn't. Because guess who know? You do. And guess what? Because you know, some part of your body is paying for that. Because the mind is created to think right. And when it thinks wrong, it alters physical creation. So you might have lied and thought you got away with it 2 weeks later, you caught the flu. It came back. Boy, I like this class. I'm in the class like me. Some lying folks up in here, boy. You know, you get caught and you try to talk your way out of it. That's why I love Ramadan. Because my biggest challenge is, before Ramadan, I write down all of the things about myself that's wrong that I need to defeat. So I don't need you to come tell me what's wrong with me. I already know. But sometimes you off. Sometimes what you see in me is what you ain't dealt with in you. So you need to validate your sins. No, we need to murder the devil. Ain't that in our lessons? Why does Muhammad and any Muslim what? Why don't he do it? Because he's 100% wicked and will not keep and obey the laws of Islam. He's like a snake of the grafted type. I'm talking about my snake, not yours. So if I only fear God, I might as well just tell the truth. Because once I tell the truth, I take the stick out of you and you ain't got nothing to hit me with. So my wife who think I'm a lying when she catch me with something, did you do that? Yep. Now, and short circuit her because she don't know what to do next. She was ready to respond to the lie, but I told the truth. Yeah, that's me. That's my leg. Yep, that's me. Okay, I'm going to get out y'all house. My subject today. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. What a class. I'm in the right place. I'm in hell with these niggas. So, Ramadan, you also get to see signs of your greatness. Everybody in this room is awesome. I don't care how much mud you buried under. There's a seed that's trying to grow. And when the sun and the right water touch it, good God Almighty, brother, you haven't even met yourself yet. You're on a journey, man. God, if I can stop eating and tell my stomach, no, what else can I capture? I don't need to do no drive-by. I need to do a sit-in. Stop my tongue. Stop my eyes. When I see a fine woman, stop the lust by lowering my gaze. Take a quick look and Lord again. Oh, Allah. Oh, boy. Ramadan. So, it's a beautiful thing, man. And the beauty is you become a new creature, and it's okay that don't nobody else know. They still judging you from what you used to be. Come on. Because they won't take the scale off of their own eyes and deal with their own demons. See? That's what I love about Ramadan. And then when I see the signs in my own divinity, then God opens your eyes to look at his universe and you'll see signs. Everything in the universe is a sign of God. You'll know better why there's global warming, because the cracker is lying to you about global warming. Like God ain't controlling it. God is causing global warming. Because we're living in the time of the scripture where you will hear wars and rumors of wars and earthquakes in diverse places. Meaning in places that is normally is not reported. LA got uncharacteristic rain. Niggas in LA don't like rain. Y'all already can't drive. I ain't never seen so many people run red lights like they do in LA. Niggas don't even stop. Anyway, what's my subject? Okay. Look, today is the finale. I thank Allah for this subject matter, because, brothers and sisters, there's a Jesus in our midst today. That's right. That's right. You ain't got to wait on him to come. He's here. And we can describe him to you and make it make sense biblically. The Bible is a book of scripts. That's right. That was written in advance. Come on. Sir. As I say to the Christian pastors, how much of the Bible is prophecy and how much of it is history? And even if the Bible is nothing but history, then why did God give us history lessons? Could it be that history will repeat itself? See? Guess what? History will only repeat itself if it don't correct itself. Just like you. You want to be slim? Stop eating. Correct yourself. See? If you correct that and you lose weight, or if you correct your tongue and you stop lying, things get better for you. So history reminds us as the Honorable Elijah Muhammad have said to us, history is most attractive and best rewarding for research. Because it gives you trends. It tells you what was so that you can determine how to correct it. When a criminal creates a crime and they catch him, what is the correction? Arrest him. Put him under arrest, means get him out of the society so he won't keep doing what he was doing, and arrest him. The only problem is there's no correction. So they don't need to call prison a correction system. It's not. In fact, you become more corrupt because you're in there talking to other wise criminals. I wish I knew who took that 30 million. See, y'all knew about that 30 million. See, I knew we had criminals up in this joint today. But look, scriptures. Did God write a script and made himself a casting director? And he took that script to the black community and say, who in here have the heart to play the role of Jesus? I don't need no sellout now. You can't be no sellout nigga. If you're going to be Jesus, you got to tell the truth. See? Who's doing that? Now, if you're going to be Jesus, you got to know Jews are going to be your end. They're not going to play with you.
That's right.
If you're going to play this role of Jesus, you're going to be crucified and lied on. Well, I don't want that role. See? Who's playing the role of Barabbas? Who's playing the role of Rome? Which country fits Rome? Didn't Rome have a sports arena called the Forum? Is there a forum inside of America?
Yes, sir.
Didn't they have a place called the Arena?
That's right.
Coliseum?
Yes, sir. Bring it on.
Who did Rome give birth to? What is her daughter's name? America.
Come on. Come on. Wake us up.
Who's her father? Great Britain.
Come on. Come on. Teach.
Because if you're the New York, where's the old York? Over in London. If you're New Hampshire, where's the original Hampshire? Over in Europe. Just telling you, you knew, you're a baby. I've been here before. Y'all following me now, right? I'm just trying to set up my lecture so that they can go into your hard head. See? And I pray that you're open to hear truth. Comparative truth. All right?
Yes, sir.
This is the end. This is the 12th part of a series that Minister Farrakhan, after he heard what I was teaching on, and he questioned me in front of Captain Halim about this subject matter. And when I laid out what inspired me and why I'm doing it, he said these words to me: brother, I love where your study is taking you. You stay on that subject.
Go ahead. That's right.
That's where I am. And so now, this is part 12. No coincidence.
Come on.
Because Jesus had how many disciples?
12.
I got 48 slides to show you today. And Sister Nisa dropped something on you, boy. We're gonna come right into that because of the signs that we're seeing. This is it for America. America is through. In fact, you're not in America.
Come on. Right.
You are really in Israel. This ain't America. This is the United States of Israel. They run this. Netanyahu tell Biden what to do. Give me the money, nigga. Biden is Netanyahu is a pimp and Biden is the... What does a pimp tell the prostitute? Give me my what? I got some pimps over here. Sister said, no, we the pimps now. Oh, stop it. Y'all know how to get out of it, brother, what you did. No, that's real. But no, in reality, I was on Figueroa and it shocked me to see these butch-like sisters running women. That's why this world got to go, man. But the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said this to me. He said, even when them type of sisters see real men and women, they turn woman instantly. When they see you, they looking in a mirror. They need to be reminded, that's all. I put my arm around a homosexual sister acting real hard. I just put my arm around and she melted. Now, I don't see y'all. See, look at your thinking. She started acting like a little girl child. And I could tell she had never been embraced by a father-like figure. We messed up, brothers and sisters. The average 95% of black men have never been told by another black man he loves you. That's right. And most of us, when we grow up, we don't even tell our sons we love them. We just hit them in the chest. He's like, well, what was that? Nigga, you know what that was? Nigga, I care about you. We still didn't say love. I care about you. That's some heavy drama. But that same number, sister, adds to you too. There's no father who told you he loved you. That's why sometimes you grab the bad boys.
Teaching good. Teaching good.
My subject today is the trial of the modern day Jesus. So, finale. And I'm coming straight today. Farrakhan is a Jesus in our midst. I look at T.D. Jakes because a tree is known by the fruit it bears, and a man and woman is known by their works. I admire T.D. Jakes, but I look at him and I read the Bible. I look at the script, and I want to know if is he on script. Because the Bible said, Jesus said to his disciples, if you be my followers, my enemies will be yours. So I look at T.D. Jakes, who's your enemy? Is the United States government your enemy? Oh, no. I get invited to the White House all the time. See, that's a check against it. Okay, you in an argument with the Jews? Oh, no, I get funded by the ADL. Y'all see where I'm going with this, huh? So how about the scribes, which was the press of Jesus' time? Do they write stuff against you? Oh, no. CNN loves me. Oh, check it. Shit. Sir, are you with Jesus? Yes. No, you're not. So I go to Sharpton. See, brother, Jesus had enemies. So if you tell me you're with Jesus, then I want to see, do your enemies align with his? You telling me you some championship boxer and I knock out everybody and then I find out you've been fighting midgets. You want me to respect your boxing game? You 5'9" and you've been fighting a 2'2" man. No, man. No. Jesus had enemies. The only man that I see from my vantage point, from reading the scriptures, because I'm making a comparative analysis. Who's got an issue with the Jews? Who's got an issue with the government? Who's never looked favorably on by the press, even though he cleaned up men and women like nobody has ever done? Huh? Look, I've had intimate relationships with the minister. He don't even talk like niggas. I be wanting him to tell me to do something. He don't even talk. When I start trying to tell him about certain people, he stopped. Hold on, brother. They are not here to defend themselves. Damn, I can't talk about a nigga in front of you, man. He don't play that.
That's right. Good teaching. Wake us up.
So can I show you real quickly? Here we go. Now, recapping, the whole premise of God's anger is over a people who went in bondage. We touched on that in this 12-week series, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, Lord.
Down.
Huh?
Down. Hit the down.
Hit the down button?
Arrow is pointing down.
Uh-huh. So the up button don't mean up then. That's the way we are in America. We so confused. Okay. So students,
Yes, sir.
in the book of Genesis, genes, genetics,
Yes, sir.
see, the pain of our ancestors is genetically in us.
That's right. Come on. Good teaching. Yes, sir.
Everyone in your family line that was raped, that pain is in you.
Teaching good.
Everyone who was beat, that pain is in you. That's why when you see a slavery movie, you start crying and getting mad because you were there. You're always there. So we dealt with this. Many in theology say that this is the children of Israel who was in bondage in Egypt. Here you go.
Come on now. Come on. Listen.
But because you got maps, you think Egypt is a geographical location, and it is.
Come on.
But Egypt has a meaning.
Yes, sir. Come on.
Egypt means a state or condition of being restrained or in bondage.
Come on now. Come on now. Come on.
If you lock your child in the closet, you put them in Egypt.
Come on.
Y'all all right? Yes, sir. So yes, it's a geographical location, but it has other meanings.
That's right.
For every physical reality, there's a mental and spiritual counterpart.
Right.
But we only be taught the physical. That's what's wrong with us. So if you don't see something, you don't believe nothing.
Come on.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
So God, whoever is going to come and be God's people, they're going to have to come after the people who was put in bondage by a slave master, but that slave master is going to fight them.
Come on. That's it.
But we ain't in slavery no more. No, you're not in physical slavery,
Come on. Good teaching.
but you still got change on your brain.
Yes, sir.
You out of physical slavery, but I can guarantee you still under mental and spiritual slavery. I'm not under no mental slavery. Well, what's your name? I'm Harry McGuttercully, nigga. Who gave that name to you? My mama. Who gave it to her? See, I'm gonna lead you to your daddy.
Go ahead.
Her mama. Who gave it to her? Her mama. Who gave it to her? Slave master.
Come on. That's
Well, the one who the slave master changed the name from, what was that name? I don't know. That shows me you are in mental slavery. You're hidden under somebody else's name. You're like foster children. America is nothing but a big old foster care camp. Y'all all right? These are the enemies, some of the biggest enemies of Jesus: Pharisees, Sadducees, Sanhedrin. And I know you don't even know what these words mean. You've been hearing it all your life. I had Christian pastors that couldn't even define to me a Pharisees. They were saying all kind of things. Well, I think it's like a pumpkin seed. Sadducees, Sanhedrins, the Roman government, scribes were the media. You thought zealots. Zealots is a word that describes radical Jews who will hurt you about their lives. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
These are some of the charges that you're going to see levied against Minister Farrakhan. Because if Jesus went up under these charges, so will Minister Farrakhan. In the very, very near future, he's going to fit this role. Because Jesus of yesterday really never was charged with this. We got the real history of Jesus that I'll teach you at another time. Sedition, telling the people not to pay taxes. Right now, the IRS is looking at the Nation of Islam and all of its members to see who's messing up in their taxes. Well, guess who controls the IRS? Guess who controls the courts? Guess who controls the prison? Charging him with blasphemy, claiming to be the king of the Jews. Because the minister is telling us who we are. We are the kings. You didn't bring no niggas over here. You brought rulers. Y'all all right? Let's describe. I gave you the definition of the Pharisees. Now look, everything I read in the Bible, I try to pick it up and put it over America and see what group of people fit it. So we're going to lift this up. Pharisees, an influential religious sect within Judaism in the time of Christ and the early church. They were known for their emphasis on personal piety, meaning they think they're better than everybody. You can't criticize them. We do no wrong. What group is like that? Pharisees come from the Hebrew word meaning you'll never see them integrating. Ain't that as an area in LA, everybody know this is what town? Jew town. And you turn your damn music down too. Now don't go up there and defy me and turn your damn music up, brother, just to show me you mess around and get a Jew knot upside your head. Their acceptance of oral tradition. You don't even know what oral tradition is. That's a book they wrote. That's not the Old Testament. Because the Jews did not want to change their slick ways. I ain't got time to go into that. Go get the series. In addition to the written law. Let's go to number 2. The Pharisees were mostly middle-class businessmen and leaders of the synagogues. Though they were a minority in the Sanhedrins and held a minority number of positions as priests, they seemed to control the decision-making of the Sanhedrin because they had popular support among the people. That's the ADL. Who came after Kanye West? ADL. That's right. That's right. Who went after Michael Jackson? ADL. Who went after Nelson Mandela? ADL. Who went after Dr. Martin Luther King? ADL. Because they had the control of the decision making of our government. This group, you're going to see in a few minutes, very powerful. That's who Jesus fought against, a group like this. And Jesus, in Revelation 3 and 9, he said this of them: I know you're rich and powerful, but those who say that they are Jews and are not, but you are of the synagogue of Satan. For Jesus said, man, I don't care nothing about how powerful you think you are. That's what I love about Farrakhan. They make every entertainer bow. They went after Kyrie Irving. Who went after him? Because he told black people to read a book and watch a documentary about Jews. They went after him. Who controlled Hollywood? Sadducees. Now these are the very, very rich elite Jews back during the Roman times. But let's bring it up to the modern time. Are they still around? Look at the definition. In first century Israel, a religious faction, they wielded societal power in nearly every aspect except military. Do the Jews control education? Come on, y'all talk. Y'all scared? Do they control medicine?
Yes, sir.
Do they control the hospitals?
Yes, sir.
Do they control law?
Yes, sir.
Do they control music?
Yes, sir.
Do they control the media?
Yes, sir.
So the Sadducees wielded societal power nearly every aspect except military. But check this out. And for that, they had the backing of their Roman benefactor. Who backs Israel? Ain't they about to send them 2,000 more bombs and airplanes that they're trying to, some people are trying to say don't send it to them, but they already gone. And if that war breaks out in all of the Middle East, guess who they calling? You Frankenstein. You his robot. The monster Frankenstein is really talking about niggas. A little bitty white Jewish scientist, because he got a Jewish name, Frankenstein. Right? And now this monster, where did they put the electrical probes? Where? On the side of his neck, near his what? And what did God say to the original man? I'm as close to you as your jugular vein. Your jugular veins is where information from the brain go through the body and tell it what to do. But if somebody else have implanted electrodes, it's done took charge. So this little scientist made this big old monster that was taller and bigger than him and said, go fight my enemies. And there go Frankenstein. That you niggas going to fight his wars.
Come on, Muhammad.
Boy, but I like that last episode of Frankenstein. Did you see that last episode of Frankenstein? Oh, y'all too young. He got struck by lightning from Allah. And he woke up. And he killed the man that made him.
That's right. That's right.
Remember they went down in that quicksand? Oh, y'all, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Look, though, check this out. These were the Jewish aristocrats of their day. But check this out. Look at what they was known for. Known as much for their what? And they was corrupt. Just wanted to put that in your head. So when you see the word Sadducees, you ain't fooled. You know that this is Jewish rich people that right now are called Zionists. The Sanhedrins was a political group, which is AIPAC today. You will not become the president of the United States if you don't go through these Jews' approval. That's right. They approved of everybody, even Barack. This is why he was not elected, he was selected. To keep y'all calm. Because they also know it's time for us to wake up. That's why they call this period the woke period. But you ain't woke. That's why they don't want you to come near Farrakhan, because you'll wake up.
That's right.
We don't care nothing about you joining, brother. I ain't trying to convert nobody in this room. I ain't got that power. I just want to connect with you and let you say whatever's on your mind and you reconnect. That's all. Because this ain't for everybody. Many are called to this. But you got to be, boy, you got to be something. To come up in here and to be remade again. To be under black authority. Brothers telling you what to do. Brother, have a seat right here. Yes, sir. And you saying, yes, sir.
Come on now, come on.
You saying, no, sir.
Right.
You being humble. It's teaching you to be humble. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Let me get through this. Now, we already taught and showed you where the Jews admitted that they've never been in bondage.
No. Come on.
So I say to the Christian, then who is these people that went in bondage? Then we gave these scriptures. I'm not going to go through this. We're just recapping now. But this is the basis of the big argument. In the book of Genesis, in the 15th chapter, verses 13 through 15, I put these pictures up to remind us because we forget what we suffered. Know of a surety that your seed shall be in a strange land amongst some strange people, and they will afflict them. Did we get afflicted? This is in Alabama. You're not, look, brothers, this is in the 40s and 50s. A sister, actually, I just put the picture of her, but her whole family was hung from that bridge in Alabama. That's right. Yes, sir. That's real. This is a brother. These are slave owners. Does this remind you of something? This is how you showed up in court. This is Folsom, Cochran, Pelican Bay, shoe program, nigga. Bidding on this dude. We need him at our prison. Brother being beat. Look at them devils, man. Young man in the 60s burned alive. What did he do? See, you want to forget that, but what I respect about the Jews, they will never forget their Holocaust. But a nigga want to forget slavery? Oh, hell no. No, sir. I want to know where I came from. Then I want to know, how did they do it so in case they try to slickly do it again? Trust your oppressors. I respect white people, but I tell them all the time, Brother Muhammad, are you and I cool? No, not yet. I mean, I just tell them, you got to earn it. Boy, but it's going to take a lot. And even when you earn some of it, I'll never would trust you wholeheartedly unless I'm in control. This is where Jesus was arguing with the Jews. Get this down, John 8:32 through 38. All of you who are here today, you'll get a copy of this free. Where Jesus said, you shall know the truth and the truth shall make you free. And they answered. See, Minister Farrakhan is in an argument like this where he said to the Jews, I got the letter he wrote to the ADL, to the Simon Wiesenthal in the 90s. He was begging them, sit down with me. Let's meet. Let's compare truth. Then he asked them, since they didn't want to sit down, he challenged them to a showdown. He said, hey, let's come out and fight then. Let's get on TV. Let the world watch me debate you. They punked out, man. They won't even sit down with our children can out debate a Jew. See, they ran. They never say the nation tell lies. They just try to say they'll get you in trouble. Yeah, in trouble with who? Us. Because we rule. Man, F you, man. F your rule. I don't know about you, brother and sister. I've been in bondage for so long, man. F them. What more can you do to me that you ain't already did? I'm going to arrest you. Nigga, America is a prison. Let me calm down. But look at that. Jesus, he's wrangling with the Jews. He said, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Then they answered him, saying, we be Abraham's seed. We were never in bondage to any man. Then Jesus said, oh, I know you then. He hit him with, you are of your father, the devil.
That's what he said.
Y'all thought Louis Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam was the first one that called them devils. Jesus called them devils.
Come on. Come on.
When I showed that to the preachers, I said, would they say he anti-Semitic? Then Jesus, because the Jews were so slick, he went in hard on them and gave the 7 woes to the Jews. The word woe means things that cause sorrow or distress, or that which is deep in deep trouble. You come to the hood, hey man, nigga, oh boy, the homie's gonna woe on you. What I do, man? Boy, hey man, nigga kill a lope, nigga, he woe with you. Deep trouble. But who are they in trouble with? The Jews have no regard for anything non-Jewish. You don't see that playing out in Palestine? Look at the woes Jesus was hitting them with. When I showed my Christian pastors that I love this, I made them read it. Where he was talking to the Jews. He called them, remember I told you what Pharisees mean, right?
Yes,
look,
sir.
He said, woe to you teachers of the law and what? Pharisees. You what?
Come on.
As in the Bible, Matthew 23 through 27 on this one. You give 1/10 of your spices, mints, dill, commons, but you have neglected the more important matter of the law, justice. No justice for you. No mercy, no faithfulness. You should have practiced the latter without neglecting the former. Look, and then he hit him on verse 24. You blind guides, you strain at a gnat and swallow a camel. 25 say, woe to you teachers of law. You what? You say it loud. What? They need to hear you up on Pico. You what? All right. I got this video. They watching this from the Simon Wiesenthal. He said, you clean the outside of the cup and dish, but the inside, they are full of greed and self-indulgence. 26, he said, blind Pharisees, first clean up the inside of the cup and dish, and then the outside will also be clean. 27, big 27, woe to you teachers of the law and Pharisees, you are like whitewashed tombs, which look beautiful on the outside, but on the inside are full of the bones of the dead and everything. Where does pornography come from? Who controls it? The Jews. Who control having sex with animals video? Oh, y'all don't want to tell me that one.
Come on. That's right.
Everything unclean they push on us.
That's right.
They push unclean music on us, but let us say something about the Jews is a problem in our rap lyrics. They'll shut that down. But B's and H's do that all day.
That's right.
Call yourself a pimp, nigga. We like that song. Sing that loud, nigga. I remember when Snoop Dogg was sitting in front of the minister and he said he would take his music to the Jew AR directors and he tried to do a conscious rap and they shut it down. They said, wait, whoa. No. Don't your people like hearing the word bitches and hoes? Stay right there and keep the dope thing. Keep them high. Snoop, that's who you are. But we're not accepting these. And he said he went back out and kept rapping about what he didn't want to. Who your daddy then? See, if he was a real man, he should have rebelled. Anyway, in the same way, on the outside, you appear, Jesus talking. See? On the outside, you appear to people as righteous, but on the inside, you are full of hypocrisy and wickedness. 29, Jesus said, woe to you, teachers of law and Pharisees, you I thought y'all was hard, man. I'm going to do it again. Woe to you, teachers of law. See, they control the law.
Yes, sir.
Judges, they control all that. All that. And Pharisees, you hypocrites. You build tombs for the prophets and decorate the graves of the righteous. And you say, check this out. If we had lived in the days of our ancestors, we would not have taken part with them in shedding the bloods of the prophets. Then look at what Jesus hit them with, verse 31. Jesus said, so you testify against yourself that you are the descendants of those who murdered the prophets.
Come on, wake us up.
I had a Jew tell me, but Muhammad, the civil rights movement, there were many Jews who went with Martin Luther King on the freedom rides. I said they were spies. So what? 2 Jews got killed. That was a mistake.
That part.
They were spying on Martin Luther King.
That's right.
Why would you say that? I said that's my opinion. I said, so you telling me that them 2 Jews that died is worth more than 100 million that's at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean? I said, y'all always take y'all suffering like it's more than the suffering of us. I said, miss me with that. Get out of my meeting. 32, go ahead then. Jesus talking. He said, and complete what your ancestors started. Look at it. He hit them hard with 33. He said, you snakes. Can you see him on CNN? You snakes. You brood of vipers. The word broad means if that's who you are by nature. You brood of vipers. How will you escape being condemned to hell? After Jesus hit them with this, they said, we got to kill this nigga. I'm sorry. No, I'm ad-libbing. I'm talking hood language. But y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Now look at this. Powerful Jewish leaders didn't like what? Nor criticism coming from Jesus. Who do they hate to be corrected by today? Louis Farrakhan. Y'all with me?
Yes, sir.
Ooh, I got to hurry up. What time is it? Okay, I'm going to take my time and hurry up. What has Louis Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam done that enrages Jewish leaders? Remember, the whole impetus is who's going to take the captive away from their captors? Who really got us locked down? Who really making all the money off of us? Our ignorance. Whoever that is, that leader is going to catch hell. They went after all our leaders, brothers and sisters. These books is some of the things that got Louis Farrakhan in trouble when they wouldn't sit down and meet with us. The ministers said, we're going to put out what they scholars say about their role in our Holocaust. And one of their scholars wrote his opinion about our books. Look at what their scholar said. He said, they documented facts that are unassailable, meaning they can't be defeated. And they sourced it impeccably. They footnoted it to the nth degree and left tracks so they could be followed up on and verified. Look, he ends it. Sadly, these are truths that we have to face. But they took all these books off of Amazon because they don't want you to have them. Because they know from their rabbis and their scholars. They admit that they controlled the slave ships. They manufactured the chains. They taught the white man how to mentally get us under control. Then when we even show our scholars, and we got one of our top scholars is coming to LA real soon, next month. His name is Brother Dimitri. He's one of the top scholars in the nation. He's coming to give us a boot camp. He said, Brother Minister, when I finish with the believers in LA on point number 12, I'm going to show them how to defend it against the Islamic world and through the Christians, because Prophet Muhammad did teach that God was a man.
That's right.
We're going to show you the hadiths so that we can stop trying to follow everybody else. Y'all follow us today.
That's right. That's right.
We're going to have everybody in Arabia wearing bow ties.
Yes, sir.
They're going to be drilling like you, MGT.
Come on.
They ain't going to quite know how to do it. Damn, y'all slow.
Yes,
but do you know that there are Jewish rabbis now that's charging the New Testament with being anti-Semitic?
Yes, sir.
What y'all Christians going to do about it? See, y'all say we don't love Jesus. They're showing you who really don't love him. Because they know who he really is. So we are putting it out there for you to go study for yourself. This is why they hate the nation. This is why it's hard to be a member. Because to be a member of the nation, you got to have exact discipline, man. Because that's a strong world out there. Yeah, they got a lot of money. They might threaten your jobs. You with Farrakhan? Oh, no. You're going to be like Peter and deny him 3 times? Peter don't represent a man. He represents a group.
Go ahead, sir.
It's about to get hot like that. Y'all got this?
Yes, sir.
The Gospels of Jesus charged with anti-Semitism because he keeps calling the Jews out. They don't like to be corrected. These are the books. Find them, get them, put them in your library. Look at what this lady says. She used to be the former Israeli cabinet member. She was over the communications department in Israel. We got her on videotape saying they use anti-Semitism as a trick.
Yes, sir.
She's on the cabinet. She was on the war cabinet with Netanyahu and them. She said, when we are in Europe, if someone criticizes Israel, we bring up the Holocaust. When in this country, the USA, when people criticize Israel, we bring up that you're anti-Semitic. And the organizations we have here, they're very strong and have lots of money. Wait till I show you who's giving them the money. As I said before, this is not the United States of America. This is the United States of Israel.
Right, sir. Come on. Wake us up. Come on.
All of their religious symbol is on your money.
All of it. Come on.
Yes, sir. That's right.
Teaching good. Come on.
That's why you're the children of Israel. Y'all got that from her? Okay, very quick. Jesus / Farrakhan. Those who criticize Jewish authority would be crucified. Have every leader who criticized them got crucified?
Yes, sir.
Did they crucify Oprah Winfrey?
No, sir.
Yes, they did. She said something against the Jews. They went out and she hurried up and got off of it and got back in the slave position. But she was called anti-Semitic. Martin Luther King, anti-Semitic. Nelson Mandela, they call him anti-Semitic. Desmond Tutu, they call him anti-Semitic. President Carter, anti-Semitic. Elijah Muhammad, anti-Semitic. Louis Farrakhan, anti-Semitic. Number 2, Jesus' trial of what he had to go through with the Jews happened during the time of a highly politically charged period in Rome. Are we in a highly politically charged time right now? Yes, sir. Where two men is trying to be Pharaoh in America? Or Caesar? What two men is running for Pharaoh? Oh, this is not a good class. Trump and Biden. Could it be that one of them is Barabbas?
Yes, sir.
We'll get to that. Some of the reasons, these are some of the reasons why Jewish leaders really came at Farrakhan. Remember when Jesse Jackson was running for president in 1984?
Yes, sir.
And Jesse Jackson made a statement about Jewish control, and they jumped all over him. And Louis Farrakhan came to Jesse Jackson's aid because they talked about killing Jesse. Ruin Jesse, ruin. And the Jewish zealots, remember I showed you the definition of zealots, meaning Jews. It's a militant part of the Jewish community who, if they fear that you are against them, they will come and kill you. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Then they claimed that Minister Farrakhan called Judaism a gutter religion. He never did. Then they got upset when he put out the books, The Secret Relationship Between Blacks and Jews. Then they really got mad when he said, we are the real Jews.
That's right.
Now, they have the minister in their court. Because when Jesus was took to court, he did not go to a former court in Rome. They tried Jesus in the synagogue. Because they already control Rome. Who controls America? Okay, y'all scared to say it. That's all right. Then we taught you on this man called Barabbas. Look at what happened in the book of Mark. A man called Barabbas was in prison with the insurrectionists who had committed murder in an uprising. Did an uprising happen in America?
Yes, sir.
Who caused the uprising? Trump. And if you read Matthews, it also shows you where Barabbas, Jesus Barabbas, caused the uprising that got people killed. Did anybody get killed in January 6th uprising? I showed you the police officers who were killed. There are two insurrectionists right now in prison right now for killing those people in America. And right now, the court is trying to charge Trump with insurrection. So could it be? Now look. When Pilate went out and said, who do you want? Do you want Jesus, the King of the Jews, or Barabbas? What did the crowd say? Give us Barabbas. When you read about Jesus Barabbas, he thought he was a holy man, even though he was a thief and a liar and caused an uprising. Is he a thief and a liar? Do this dude tell lies? Damn near everything come out of his mouth is a lie. But is he accepted by other white folks who think that he's their savior? Yes. So he's a Jesus type in their mind because they think he's going to save white supremacy.
That's right.
And guess what? I hope he get elected. Because that's the only way we get together. We need somebody kicking our behind. We don't need no cracker line and trying to tell us we all right. Want our vote, but won't give us nothing? No, give me a cracker who won't tell me like it is. I don't like you, so I can tell him, well, we don't like you either, but give us that. Okay, I'm about to end it. There's a deep hatred for these two men, Jesus and Farrakhan, by the satanic Jewish leaders. This particular verse we showed you where Matthews was talking about the chief priests. This is his trial. This is a synopsis of his trial. Check this out. Now the chief priests, the elders, and all the councils, they were seeking false testimony against Jesus, to put him to death. Minister Farrakhan said to us, they are right now going after disgruntled, used to be members of the nation to bear false witness against me.
Come on. Wake us up.
He said, some are not even formal. There are going to be some who are with me.
Teaching good. Teaching good.
See, brothers and sisters, you think the false witness, he going to do it openly. No. Some of us get on the phone and get weak with Farrakhan.
Go ahead. Wake us up. Wake us up.
Some of us think we ain't being recorded when we're weak on the teachings.
Say that. Say that.
Minister Farrakhan told me every member inside the Nation of Islam, your text message, everything you say on the phone is being recorded. They have the technology to do it. They know all your habits. So when you ordering Uber Eats, you better be careful.
Yes, sir.
Hell, man, Uber Eats. Verse 60, let's read it. But, did I finish that? Yeah, put him in there. But found none at first. Even though many false witnesses came forward, they found none. But at least 2 false witnesses came forward and said, this fellow said, I am able to destroy the temple of God and build it in 3 days. This happened inside the nation. The nation was destroyed in 1975. 3 years later, Minister Farrakhan rebuilt it. Y'all with me?
Yes, sir.
And the high priest, 62, arose and said to him, do you answer nothing? Because they got Jesus on the witness stand. What is it these men testify against you? But Jesus kept silent. And the high priest answered and said to him, I put you under oath by the living God. Tell us if you are the Christ, the Son of God. 64, Jesus said to him, it is as you said. Nevertheless, I say to you, now this is heavy if you understand the will. Hereafter you will see the Son of Man sitting at the right hand of power and coming on the clouds of heaven. Now he's saying something is going to be traveling in space.
Come on. Listen.
How do you get through the clouds of heaven? Don't we have planes to take you?
Yes, sir.
Don't get spooky thinking somebody going to be coming down without help. 65. Then the high priest, when he heard him talking about this strange object, look at what the high priest did. He tore his clothes, saying, he has spoken blasphemy. What further need do we have of witnesses? Look, now you have heard this blasphemy. What do you think? They answered and said, he is deserving of what? Death. Look at what they did. 67, they spat in his face, beat him, and others struck him with the palms of their hands. Minister Farrakhan told us, brother, when they arrest me, some of the top Jews are going to come to my cell and spit in my face. He said they might not let me bathe for days. They're not going to let me shave, because every time they destroy an Islamic leader, they drag him before the world as if he's nothing. When they got Saddam Hussein, he wasn't braggadocious. He looked tore up, didn't he? He turned gray. They pulled Muammar Gaddafi out of a sewage. But what hurts me about Muammar, his own people was kicking him. Are we going to do that to the minister? Hold your thought on that. You don't know. Just say, I pray I don't. Because he said, when the propaganda hit us, it's going to rock every one of us. It's going to rock you. He said, contrast it with how Palestine is being bombed.
Right there. Right there.
Where it don't look like God is God. Because even some of us, man, what is Allah going to do? Allah is testing you. Is your prayer, your sacrifice, your life and your death for his? He's going to use their death to bring in a new world. Because he's using to show you these Jews, man, they are the enemy of God all over this planet.
That's right. Come on. That's right.
And I said to the minister I said, I don't know if I could take that. He said, brother, you just pulling your discipline. I got to go through that, but I don't know if I can take. They better not. I don't want to see it. I ain't no telling what. I don't know what I'll do. Then there's some people we don't have no control over. And you know the minister had cancer, so he walks with a bag to what he defecates in. He said they may not even change it. So when they bring him before court, now the people are going to pick at the nation. Where's this God y'all talking about?
Come on, wake us up. Wake us up.
Y'all niggas believe in spaceship. Where's that? We're going to be just like the people of Jesus' time. Where was the disciples? The only one that showed strength with Jesus was the women.
That's right. Teaching good. That's right.
Men punked out. And the minister said, we can beat that prophecy. Because the MGT going to be there. I don't know if all y'all, but the strong ones. After they finished beating the hell out of Jesus like this with propaganda, and they saw Peter near the court, they start pointing. He said, he followed Jesus. And Peter said, no, I ain't with that dude. I don't know him. How many of you make six-figure salary when your job come at you and say, are you with Farrakhan? And because of that money, you're going to say, I've been down there, but. No, I'm telling you, we're going to go through that, family. Yes, sir. It ain't going to happen like it happened with Peter. It's going to happen in a different way because Peter don't represent a person. He represents a group of people. Minister Farrakhan said, my Judas is not going to be an individual. It's going to be a group. And don't you sit there and start determining who you think, oh, it's going to be the council. No, it's going to be you. You don't know who it's going to be. You ever had a gun stuck in your mouth and tell you to lie on somebody? Take the shot. I pray, man, if they do that to me, I'll say, shoot it. Before I lie on my Lord. I'm almost there, brothers and sisters. Y'all with me on this, right? If Minister Farrakhan is the Jesus, and I know he is, this is going to happen to him. I'm just giving it to you before it happens. So when he get arrested, you're going to say, damn. Because you keep talking about a spook Jesus. We're talking about the one that done came back. He's here. But because he came out of you, you can't see it. Because you ain't got respect for nigga leaders. Now, we sued the ADL and the Simon Wiesenthal Center, knowing that they control. Remember who Jesus had a problem with? The teachers of what? Law. The teachers of what? Law. Come on, y'all are just ready. Where y'all was at? He had an argument with the teachers of what? Law. We have a lawsuit against the teachers of who? Law. And you know they threw it out, right? We knew it. But we didn't give it to them in their court. Guess who court is really in? Master Fraud Muhammad. We put this lawsuit out. Listen to it, and I'm ending. This action, Minister Farrakhan in the Nation of Islam lawsuit, this action is brought by the national representative of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, hereafter Minister Farrakhan, and Muhammad's Holy Temple of Islam, Inc., hereafter Nation of Islam, to ensure that he and those who believe and follow him and others do not continue to be deprived of rights secured to them by the United States Constitution. Number 2. For nearly 40 years, the Anti-Defamation League, hereafter ADL, later joined by the Simon Wiesenthal Center, hereafter SWC, in violation of the rights and protections guaranteed by the First Amendment to the United States Constitution, have engaged in actions to hinder Minister Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam from continuing the mission that Allah God gave to the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. That mission, accepted by Minister Farrakhan, is to deliver the truth that will correct the condition of spiritual, mental, and moral death of the black man and woman of America that came as a result of 310 years of chattel slavery and over 150 years of oppression and suppression thereafter. Number 4. While the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad's mission started with the black man and woman of America, that mission has expanded through Minister Farrakhan to the whole of humanity. The rights and protections guaranteed by the United States Constitution must be applied equally to all, regardless to race, creed, color, or religion. Number 6, this lawsuit is to ensure that the abuse, misuse, and false use of the term anti-Semite, anti-Semitic, anti-Semitism, as falsely charged by the defendants, is permanently barred from being a tool to defame plaintiffs and stifle the exercises of constitutional rights. Ain't that what that woman said? When we are criticized with truth that will stifle us, we come at them. That's right. Number 7, the actions by the defendants to hinder Minister Farrakhan from carrying out his assignment and mission are not just violative of his and the Nation of Islam's rights, but said hindrance is not good for America or for the American people's right to know the truth, so that they can have the opportunity to avoid the judgment of Allah God that is imminent. Number 8, the Constitution guarantees certain freedoms, including free exercise of religious freedom of speech, freedom of association, and freedom of expression. Number 9, these First Amendment freedoms form the core of the rights guaranteed to the people by the Constitution of the United States. The precipitous increase in recent times of social and economic damages caused by the defendants' violations of plaintiffs' constitutional rights and repeated malicious defamation warrants this action. Number 11, plaintiff seeks to find the defendants jointly and severely liable in the amount of what? $4.8 billion. Now, look, we believe Minister Farrakhan received this through divine revelation. God gave him that number. And then God is going to back that number with signs in the heavens. Watch. Declaration of relief, attorney fees and costs, and any other relief warranted as a result of the defendants. You might say, man, who he talking about giving $4 billion? They give it every year to Israel. More than that. Several of Minister Farrakhan's student ministers have been falsely labeled as anti-Semitic by the ADL. I'm a part of that precious fraternity and sorority. I am an arch anti-Semite. I love being an anti-Semite. Go ahead. Now, I'm at the end. Now it's about to get heavy. Check this out. These are our statements of fact. What I love about this, that document was sent to me, and I had to get with Sister Tiffany. Right, Sister Tiffany? We had to get this to the Simon Wiesenthal. And we couldn't tell nobody that we had it, the lawsuit. So she helped to make sure we packaged it and make sure it was delivered to the Simon Wiesenthal. See, now I couldn't go. We got another dude to do it, but I was acting like a bum across the street because I wanted to make sure he delivered it. I got a little money that day too because I was begging for money. I think I'm going to keep doing that, Brother College. I think I got about $30 that day. So check these statements of facts out, and I'm going to end. While defendant ADL at times seeks to economically disenfranchise others, it has adroitly managed to secure massive funds for itself, such as on December the 20th, 2022, defendant ADL sent a 22-page written communications directed to the U.S. Office of Management and Budget, hereafter called OMB. This is inside the White House, which requested an increase in funding for its projects and interests. We got the exhibits showing our proof. In all, defendant ADL, they demanded that the U.S. government appropriate approximately $1.5 billion of the U.S. taxpayers' money for its own interests. And check this out. And within 3 days of that demand letter being issued, defendant ADL considerably entwinement with members of the U.S. government was established because the funds were approved. The ADL is supposed to be a nonprofit. Only intergovernment agencies are supposed to be getting this money. They are not a government agency, but they got government money to do government agency work. So who really is the ADL? They are the government of America. The ability to demand $1.5 billion and receive approval in a matter of days is clear evidence of a close nexus with the government. Nexus means, you got close ties. What makes this request even more extraordinary is that at no time should any request for funding be made directly to a U.S. OMB unless it is a form of government agency. That's law. Upon information and belief, these actions between defendant ADL, the OMB, which is inside the White House, and the White House established that defendant ADL acts as a quasi-governmental entity, such that they are government actors. Count 11. Requests the court declare the ADL to be a quasi-government actor because, number one, it has a close nexus and symbiotic relationship with the FBI. They have a relationship with the who? FBI. It currently and historically has engaged in information sharing with the FBI. It is so entwined with the federal government that Mr. Greenblatt had the power, authority, and latitude to invite a Department of Homeland Security advisor to be the guest speaker at a White House briefing. It engaged in joint actions with the executive branch of the federal government to implement the national security strategy to counter anti-Semitism, which was a policy it was the architect and drafter of. Good God Almighty. You get 1 point, man, I need that money. Number 5. In the name of countering anti-Semitism, submitted a budget request directly to the White House Office of Management and Budget, which was approved in 3 days in the amount of $1.2 billion for itself. Approximately $288 million for other agencies to combat anti-Semitism. Approximately $27 million for the new initiatives and grants. The federal government providing this extraordinary amount of $1.2 billion directly to the ADL qualifies it as a quasi-government entity because, according to the U.S. government, only federal agencies are authorized to make budgetary requests directly from the OMB inside the White House. Who controls the White House? Now, didn't they say that they spied? I'm going to just go through this. We have a memo from the ADL which proves they sent in spies inside the nation. We got the documents. A secret defamation League memorandum in 1942 titled Temples of Islam Infiltration. They up in here now. And they boast that they had a Negro inside of the nation that delivered 82 Muslims to them. It's another memorandum where the ADL spied on Nelson Mandela and other blacks in the apartheid regime. We got the truth, but yet, Savior's Day, Minister Farrakhan dropped a bomb. He really called them out. Look at what he said about Mr. Netanyahu. He said, I watched you, I studied you with the guidance of God and the plan that you had with Hamas to let them do what they did, because that would be your ticket to justify removing from all of Gaza, then from the West Bank, then from East Jerusalem. And that's why Netanyahu is going to continue fighting. There won't be any truce or peace. But Mr. Netanyahu, minister, says, I warn you in the name of Allah. Then he said, we warn you. These words were given to Belshazzar, the one that succeeded Nebuchadnezzar. Many tickle your fasten. Your kingdom has been weighed in the balance. It has been numbered and is getting to the end of Israel. Then when we had coffee with the minister the next day, he said, Allah is going to put an exclamation point on my lecture. He's going to show you he's with everything I've been doing. Look at the signs. And the next day after the minister said this, Allah sent us some signs. Yaqub Rothschild died the next day. Died on the birthday of Master Fard Muhammad after Minister Farrakhan delivered the keynote address, because it was the Rothschilds' money that set up the state of Israel. They're the bankers. In Arabic, that would be called Yaqub. He died. Exclamation point. Also, the next day, there was an American soldier who went in front of the Jewish embassy in Washington, D.C. and poured gasoline all over himself and lit himself on fire. White boy. And then he was screaming, "Free Palestine." That's right. The world is slowly turning against Israel. And Minister Farrakhan told Netanyahu, you're not going to even live to see what's in your mind. He said, either I am who I say I am or I'm not. Come on, Dad. Come on. Now look at what's happening. Friday, just day before yesterday, a judge tossed out our lawsuit. Remember? Woe to you teachers of what? Pharisees, hypocrites. A federal judge tossed the Nation of Islam, Louis Farrakhan, $4.8 billion lawsuit against the Anti-Defamation League, accusing the civil rights groups of falsely smearing him as an anti-Semite. In dismissing the suit Friday, Manhattan federal judge Denise Coate wrote Farrakhan had failed to provide any evidence demonstratively linking the group's actions and writings to injuries sustained by him or his organization. That's a lie. Sister Tiffany, we sent them tons of information. Over 900 pages proving it. But woe to you teachers of law. Hypocrites, see? But on the day she was writing to dismiss it, look at the sign God sent. New York, the same day, suffered a 4-point what? A 4.8 earthquake shook New York. They didn't know what the hell to do. We get that all day out here. We laughing at them. What y'all tripping about? Friday, April the 5th, 2024, while the court threw out the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam $4.8 billion lawsuit, New York was hit with a 4.8 magnitude earthquake on the Richter scale. Check this out. New York is the home of the largest Jewish population in America. Allah sent them a warning. Touch not mine anointed. 4.8, that ain't all. Let me show you some other signs. Look at the eclipse. Look at what NASA is saying. According to NASA, the moon will begin to cover the sun in carbon normal at 12:42 p.m. The full eclipse won't begin until approximately 1:59. The maximum totality will be at 2:01 p.m. and last until 2:03 p.m. with the total duration totality of 4 minutes and 8 seconds. Is that a sign of what? Oh, I ain't done. In the Holy Quran, in the 75th surah called the resurrection, y'all got to get up. It says, no, I swear by the day of resurrection. No, I swear by the self-accusing spirit. Does man think that we shall not gather his bones? Indeed, we are powerful to make complete his whole mate. That's what was done for me. That's what was done for you. But man desires to go on doing evil in front of him. He asks, when is this day of resurrection? I'm going to give you some signs, God said. So when the sight is confused, a lot of confusion going on. Trump, Biden, wars, rumors of wars, and niggerdom. P. Diddy in trouble, everybody in trouble. All at the same time. When the resurrection day, so when the sight is confused, and the moon, what is the spiritual equivalent of a moon? See, the moon don't have no light of its own, but it reflects the light from the sun. If you put this down as a teacher and a student, the teacher would be the sun and the student would be the moon. Who taught Farrakhan? So is the sun and the moon going to be brought together? Have Minister Farrakhan been promised by Elijah on the wheel that I'm going to bring you back to me? Huh? When the day of resurrection, so when the sight is confused and the moon becomes dark and the sun and the moon are brought together, men will say on that day, where to flee. And if you go in the footnotes of the Maulana Muhammad Ali translation, footnote 2610 in my book, check this out. These are what the scholars are saying. The bringing together of the sun and the moon implies the disappearance of the light of both. It may be a partial disappearance, as in the case of an eclipse. Go ahead, just keep going. And in that case, the reference may be to what is stated in a report relating to the appearance of the Mahdi, in whose time the sun and the moon will both be eclipsed in the month of Ramadan. So an eclipse is supposed to happen in the month of Ramadan. It didn't happen under Muhammad of 1400 years ago. It's saying a future time. Check it out. The name of the Messiah and the Mahdi being associated with the final triumph of Islam in the world, we are thus told that Islam will not only triumph in Arabia, but in the whole of the world at a later period in history. If the total disappearance of the light of both the sun and the moon is meant, the reference would be the final disruption of the solar system and the manifestation of great resurrection. The solar eclipse, 4.8. You don't want to give us the 4.8? God is showing you I'm with my man, because that eclipse is going to take place in the 4th month on the 8th day. All signs. You done been taught. You're not going to get taught no more. The only thing that's going to get black people up is a whooping. That's why Trump going to be the president. He going to whoop us. And we're going to say, man, if I had just taken away with Farrakhan. One day you may wake up and no members of the nation might not even be around. A time is coming where we're going to be called out. We're going to be told how to get out of America. You're going to see us packing. You better not ask no questions. Because when I get that call, I'm going to call y'all on my way out. So here's what you're going to see. Farrakhan is the Jesus. The Jews are so angry with him, they got to come at him. He's going to be arrested for nothing. He didn't do nothing. But the propaganda is going to come so hard, some of y'all going to think. In fact, he said, brother, I'm going to be gone and y'all going to think I'm dead. He said, they will not kill me. I will be on the wheel. Then he said, the wheels will show up these things they call UFOs. He said, when they start attacking the followers, you're going to see them over the major cities. Earthquakes are going to start breaking out all over the place. He said, but LA, New York, Atlanta, and Chicago must stand. So that means the strongest Muslims got to be in those 4 cities. I pray I'm one. I pray that when they start talking against my Lord, man, I pray I don't punk out, man. I pray I don't turn into no damn buster on that day and deny my hood. Nigga, where you from? Nation of Islam, crackers. That's what I want to say. We're going to kill you. I'm going to say, you can't kill me. Muslims don't die. Well, what if I take the flesh? You still don't get me. I'll come out of my body and whoop your ass. Because you're not your body. You can come out of it. See, you can have that, but you can't have this. What? And he feels some, what the hell was... Nah, I'm just kidding. Don't get spooked. Are you going to stand? Yes, sir. Get these books. Minister told us to get this book. We charge genocide. He told us to get this book. The Creature from Jekyll Island, showing you how the IRS and the FBI was set up by the Jews, where your money, the Federal Reserve Bank, that ain't federal at all, it's a private bank owned by Jews. Then he said, get this book, Rise and Kill First, showing you where Israel committed over 2,000 assassinations. Yes, sir. Then he said, get this book. Yes, sir. All of these books about Jewish authors. Yes, sir. The Palestine Laboratory on how they gain control over Palestinians, saying if other nations study this book, this is how you can get control of dissidents in your country. Then he put this book out. This is our lawsuit against this devil. So when they say wasn't no evidence that proved we had any credible sources, it's all in here. Yes, sir. But we ain't gonna get nothing from them. So, Assalamu alaikum. No, thank you. All praises if you're alive. Woo.